To travel beneath the waves has been an enduring fascination to man. Legend says Alexander the Great descended into the sea in a glass barrel. During the Revolutionary War, an American submersible made an attack on a British warship. The Civil War brought the H.L. Hunley and the intelligent whale. Around 1900, the designs of John Holland were commissioned by the Royal Navy and the United States Navy. In the opening days of World War I, the Germans demonstrated the submarine's potential as an instrument of war. The U-boat brought sudden death in the waters of France and Great Britain. During the 1920s and 30s, the submarine was enlarged and refined by the Americans, the Japanese, and the Germans. The U-boat was the scourge of the North Atlantic. The American fleet boats became the most effective naval weapon of the Pacific. For fighting submariners, secrecy was the watchword. It safeguarded their operations and hid the capabilities of new designs. As time passed, more has come to be known about submarines, their capabilities, and their design. Dedicated modelers studied photographs, discovered declassified drawings, made educated guesses, and built meticulously detailed models. They also shared what they learned. A newsletter sprang from this sharing of information and an organization known as the SubCommittee. Since April 1990, the SubCommittee has been dedicated to the advancement of submarine modeling and served as a forum for sharing information and experience. On July 31st, 1993, members of the subcommittee held their second annual regatta at the United States Naval Submarine Base, Groton, Connecticut. North Lake on the sub-base has proven near ideal for the event. The lake is calm and has a sandy bottom. The pavilion overlooking the lake provides a fine space for displaying models and merchandise. The morning hours of day one were spent registering attendees, organizing radio control transmitters, making adjustments, and checking out everyone else's model. Let's take a look around at the submariners and their models.
What happens when it fires, it gives you a tremendous flash. So you'll get a tremendous flash and smoke wave. So I would suggest
If for that, normally used.
My daughter, my 16-year-old, started going to Star Trek. She's got a fedora and earring.
I couldn't get one made up in time.
Vendors displayed and sold their wares. Subcommittee member Ed Tourdahl loads the SubCam. And Mike Dory gets in some stick time. Here's a close-up of Dave Merriman's watertight cylinder. It contains all of the mechanisms for operating a sub and can be interchanged among models of similar size. Watch how well it works.
Nice shot there. That was very
Saturday afternoon was fun run time. Subcommittee allows its members to indulge in a little whimsy occasionally.
corner. Sign in, apologize.
Here's Johann Sauer's Type 26. Like the prototype, Johann's Type 26 is very fast. Fortunately for the Allies, the prototype was never launched. Mark D'Antonio's Alvin is a precise miniature of the Woods Hole submersible that has been making scientific discoveries for 30 years. Time is transcended at SubRegatta 93. U-boats and nukes are equally at home in North Lake.
You ever run it in the dark?
But I will.
What do they weigh?
18 pounds when it's empty. Water, that is.
Probably some kit manufacturers gonna make a small spare model of it.
Oh, it's in the kit.
Well, I know, but no, small plastic.
Oh, a smaller plastic one?
Prototype models on it. The kit manufacturer can design and die cast. Hey, gotta take a survey.
Here's a close-up of the flexible shafts that drive the maneuvering thrusters on Mark's Alvin. This sounds like one of those rare Volkswagen-powered Type 7s. Among the luminaries in attendance at SubRegatta 93, Admiral Harriman Nelson made the trip from the Nelson Institute of Marine Research in Santa Barbara, California.
My name's Bill Salati. I am absolutely nothing official. But I would like to briefly introduce the people that make the subcommittee go, starting with, and you can remain standing, President Kenneth Hart, Vice President and our liaison with the sub-base, Vice President Lester Polifka, Treasurer Jerry Pavano, and our illustrious Senator Marshall Clark. And now we have 5 seconds of opening comments from Lester.
Good morning. I'd like to take you all on welcome to SubRegatta 93. I'm sorry for the delay in getting this rolling. We had some technical problems. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. This is our second time on the sub base. I hope that everybody's having a good time. If there's any questions, anybody with these little name tags on can nail one of us down and answer them. At this time, I'd like to turn this over for some welcoming comments from Captain Regal, Commanding Officer of the Naval Submarine Base, Groton, Connecticut. Good morning. It must be now 9 o'clock because that's what time the program starts, so it's 9 o'clock. Whatever your watches say, if they don't say 9 o'clock, they're wrong. Seriously, I apologize for the public address system problems that we had this morning and the power surges and stuff like that, but Murphy is still alive and well in southeastern Connecticut. I would like to, on the behalf of the submarine based in London, welcome all of the members of the subcommittee and all the guests that are here this morning to this second annual SubRegatta. I say second annual because I hope we're going to continue to do this. I'm extending the invitation right now for subcommittee to come back to submarine base next year for the SubRegatta and as many years after that as you would like to continue to do so. Even though I'm not going to be here, now that I've said that, it's cast in concrete and nobody will be able to do anything about it, see? This is a fascinating sport and a fascinating hobby. I've been wandering around here for a couple of hours now. I looked this morning at some of the operating models and some of the static models. I actually got to try my hand at driving one of the smaller ones, a little skipjack model owned by Dave Merriman. I didn't break his submarine. It's a little more difficult to do than a real one in some respects because you have more control over it than they ever let me have on a real submarine. Now, I found out from talking with Lester this morning that you all don't like formal ceremonies with long speeches and all that stuff, so I'm going to shut up and get out of the way so we can get this program going today because I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to stick around most of the day to see what's going to happen. And again, welcome and enjoy our facilities and have a good time. Thank you, Captain Regal. And at this time, I'm going to turn this over to Bill Salati, and we're going to get this competition on the road, okay? So everybody enjoy. We will be having pizza and soda on the way. We had a little bit of a glitch with our food provider, but there will be something at least to munch on during the day. That'll be located at the far end of the pavilion over here, okay? Everybody enjoy themselves, and thank you.
Folks, I don't have the slightest idea what to say next, so everybody have fun and get your boats ready and keep an eye on the water.
Day 2 of SubRegatta 93 dawned bright and sunny, and after Base Commander Captain Regal's welcome, the pavilion began buzzing with activity. The RC guys tweaked and adjusted for the regatta, and the static modelers dusted and preened their boats in preparation for the judges.
Let's get these transmitters to frequency control.
That's not a horn, it's supposedly diving alarm. We can't get the claxons.
Give me a little shot of that horn. There you go, thank you. Mike's fine. He wants to
sure.
I laid some saran wrap on there, put some Bondo on the bottom of it, squeezed it back on, and after it dried, I just sanded it all in, you know.
Well, when I get the lunch stern for you, take it, you know, fill this in if you want to. Take a file and make that a straight line, and then cut the other piece a little bigger, draw it out.
The only thing is the blade propeller needs to be cleaned.
Oh, well, that's
But I mean, it looks alright, you know what I mean? It
Looks good.
I'm gonna get some 160. To bring it down is a drill it up a 1/8" draw. I did over that year spend time writing a manual, taking a picture here, building a picture, getting all the other stuff done, and that basically gave me the opportunity to put this thing together in only 5 weeks. And from that white hull to what this is, 5 weeks.
Correct, nice.
Tell you, Captain, if you want a model of the LR1 Royal Ranger, we need to.
More hours than that, and he's got review on it.
No, I'm I do all the training on it.
Copy of the general plans for the USS Bang. This is my.
Mike says I got a speed problem.
Yeah.
No.
Can you see it? You want to go out
I can see.
So it's like a gas that he puts in.
The hamburgers and hot dog folks called last night.
Okay. Goodies. All sorts of goodies. I can see that. So we got 5 subcommittees. Just in Los Angeles. 6, yeah. Oh, damn! They're the ones. I laid it all out.
Veteran model submariner Mike Dory flew from his home near San Diego, California, and gave this exciting demonstration of his gas-propelled torpedoes. Mike's fish run on canned airbrush propellant. They're very simple and reliable. Rig for collision. Here comes another one.
All right.
Well, the first one left, you got scared.
Perfect. Pretty good. Ran pretty straight.
We need come in.
Moving that way.
Very relaxed and confident, isn't he? That's Jim Wheeler of Philadelphia. His model of the HMS Resolution maneuvered to first place in last year's regatta.
Save some for the operators.
Here's Charlie Cleveland running his fleet boat.
Smaller of the two boats in the water right now is modeling the HMS Resolution, which is similar in design to the American Ethan Allen class. Charlie's fleet boat has a tilt-type ballast system, has tanks fore and aft. He's also incorporated running lights and an automatic pitch control system, which when the submarine's submerged, keeps the submarine running level.
And Johann Sauer's Type 26 goes in the water for the second day. Here, Dave Copeland and 2 assistants check out his Ohio-class sub.
Good.
That's Charlie Cleveland again, this time launching his Type 9 U-boat. Would you believe there's a half-dozen submarines on underwater patrol in this picture? Well, would you believe 3? How about 1 sub and a school of carp? This group is dedicated to radio control. Even the announcer's mic is wireless.
A skipjack class boat entering the first set of buoys over here on the far end of the pond.
That's a model of the USS Shark. It belongs to Kevin Garth.
Some guy chased you out.
More selective, too. Like, you didn't hear him until he stopped using the microphone. Just yell. I would yell on this. You've already blown up my speaker.
Looks like they'll have to reduce the ration of schnapps to that U-boat crew.
That looked odd. Yeah. That's how we don't all meet in the middle. There goes Frank. Just like that.
Here's Ray Mason taking a break from his video camera to run his Nautilus through the course.
Hey!
Hey, look at that. Even the Beatles are here. Now where's Elvis? And here's Ray's Seaview cruising the pond. That's Dave Merriman and Ken Hart, a regular meeting of the minds. And in the blue shirt, that's Skip Acey, listening and offering advice, two things he does very well.
That has come up mostly as a result of Mike.
Firefighter Frank Chicho, Ray Mason, subcommittee report. I'd like to take photographs of your boats when you have a moment, please.
Favorite type of sub out here? Like hatches. Here's a chance to make a lot.
Yeah, the battling. That's really impressive.
I designed this myself.
Yeah, everybody was talking about it, how nice it worked.
size one run.
Looks like our announcer's been having a bad hair day.
Control submarine engineering. This is the internal features. Took second place. RC scratch built. Third place in RC finish. 3 categories, 3 prizes. Johan Sauer. Where are you going back to, Johan? To Chicago and then back to North Carolina. Thanks a lot for coming. That was incredible to see that Type 26. Johan built that from scratch from shipyard plans that date back into the 1940s. This is the radio-controlled submarine division. Categories were for exterior finish, interior engineering, RC scratch for completely hand-built submarines, category for RC kits for models that were built from kits or from commercially available hulls. And we also have maximum points scored in all of the above and most popular of the radio-controlled subs. Start off with RC finish. Of course, third place was Johan Sauer with his Type 26. Second place goes to a familiar guy, Bud Lederer, and his U-953. This is second place in RC finish for Bud Lederer. I think he took a prize in this category last year. Bud, can you come up front, please?
Yes, we call you next, please. Don't go far away, Bud. You know the drill.
Bud.
First place, RC finish, goes to the USS Ling model, built by Bud Lederer. I should have read ahead, then he wouldn't have had to go sit down again.
You're walking away with a hard one. I get you.
Moving down to the RC engineering category. Again, third place finish went to Johan Sauer and his Type 26. Second place goes to Richard Colbrecker. I'll get this right yet. And his fleet boat. Richard Colbrecker got second place in RC engineering. Richard also had the audacity to put his boat in the water for the first time this weekend. First time he ever ran it. And then do the RC course completely submerged. Show off. RC engineering, first place goes to the fleet boat of Frank Chitro and his model of the USS Spadefish. This is for RC engineering, Frank Chitro and Art LaRocca also helped out a lot with this. Beautifully thought out model of the USS Spadefish, SS-411.
Nice, don't go far away.
Next is the RC Scratch Built Division. Third place goes to Edward Tordahl for his model of the Seaview.
Look at the camera.
Thank you.
Pin that ribbon on the observation room windows. Put it up on your mantelpiece. RC Scratch Built. Second place has gone to Johan Sauer's Type 26. First place, RC Scratch Built. You've got to see this boat to believe it. Ray Mason's Disney Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Tilt that camera down and walk into the viewfinder there, Ray. RC Kit, third place. This is from a hull, And third place goes to Bud Lederer's USS Ling, World War II fleet boat. Bud Lederer, step to the front again, please. This is kit built.
Yes, sir.
RC Kit, second place. And this guy is up for another prize. Edward Tordahl and his model of SSRN Seaview.
We thank you.
RC Kit, first place. And we have Bud Lederer for the Ling again.
He's thinking everything we've done. You deserve, we follow your footsteps.
Now, most points, and this is points for appearance, points for engineering, and points for running the course total.
High point winner.
High point winner is the Disney Nautilus of Ray Mason. And Ray, while you're here, don't go back behind the camera yet, because you're also collecting the prize for most popular model on the Disney Nautilus.
Hey! Keep an eye on it.
We've got our regatta a little better organized this year than we did last year. Last year we did not have the engraved prize plates for the winners, so we're going to give them away 378 days late. Last year, when SubRegatta was known as SubCom Land Meet 1, true nav speak there, Category 1 static, Charlie Cleveland, please come up and get your plaque. Category 3 static division, David Copeland. Category 2 static, second place, Mike Dory. There's another one for David Copeland. Category 3 engineering, first place. These are last year's prizes. Bud, I'm going to call your name again. Second place, Category 2 engineering last year. There's got to be a few more for Bud in here somewhere. And there is. Category 2 static for Bud last year. Mike Dory, have also Category 2 engineering for you from 1992. And also, before you sit down, Mike, Category 3 engineering from last year. These were for your U-boat and Albacore models, weren't they? Charlie Cleveland, you've got one more plaque to pick up, collect from last year. Category 1 engineering, second place. Dwayne Hill, is Dwayne Hill here this year? Okay, Dwayne Hill had the other two, one for engineering first place and one for second place in the Category 1 static division. Ladies and gentlemen, Subcommittee President Ken Hart. This category is models, static models, scratch built in scale 1/199 and larger. Third place goes to Keith Bender for his quarter-inch scale 148 model of the USS Sunfish. Keith Bender. Second place, static 199 scale and larger, goes to David Copeland for his 196 Los Angeles. David Copeland. David manufactures this kit. He should have gotten it right. He builds them from scratch. You buy them as kits. First place goes to This one's a real crowd pleaser too. Mark D'Antonio for his model of the Alvin. Alvin is a research submersible. At least in this case, Alvin is. And that will be available as a kit in the near future. Out-of-the-box kit, scale larger than 1/199. And this goes to Don Meadows' model of the USS Dallas. Don Meadows. Don is a torpedoman aboard the USS Dallas. So I'm sure he knows that boat better than anyone else here. First place, diorama. Scale 1/199 or larger, Robert Caniglio, USS Ohio. One 200, then smaller. Out-of-the-box kits. Second place, Don Meadows and his scale model of an S-class submarine. First place out-of-the-box kit, Don Meadows, don't sit down. First place for your model of the Alpha. Yeah. Second place. Or third. We read them backwards, keep the suspense here, can't we? Echo 2 in a bottle, Don Meadows. This is for diorama, 1/200 scale or smaller. Don Meadows. Got too much free time in port there, Don.
They're not keeping them busy enough on the boat.
Load some more torpedoes or something, Don. Most popular static model. And that prize goes to Mark D'Antonio for his model of the Alvin. 15 more minutes, folks. Raffle tickets are still being sold. We have 15 more minutes to buy raffle tickets. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Subcommittee's de facto head pundit, Mr. David Merriman.
Thank you. Okay, listen, if you read the report at all, I think most of you do, you know I really place a lot of emphasis on the manufacturers getting the word out on what they're doing, particularly in support of our hobby, model submarining. We've been able to defer the cost of this regatta, this year's regatta, through the sale of raffle tickets and to a lesser extent the registration fees we've extracted. You know the price went up on registration. We'll try to keep it at that level next year, though no promises. The lion's share of income was the raffles, and the raffles, the source is the manufacturers which support this hobby. Now, I'm a manufacturer. I manufacture some of these items that you purchase. I do it as a business. That means I have to sell. When I give something away, it's a loss. Now, put it this way. The manufacturers that we rely on for product gave us a total, approximately, $3,500 at the retail level of goods. Now, that's a significant amount of money, and some of those guys are here, so if you join me, say thank you. Now, they hung it out a little bit financially in giving us these awards. It's our obligation to pay them back. How do we do that? Let's hear it. We buy their products. We buy. Okay.
I want that model.
That's right. And if you will, cater your hobby shops. Mail order is fine. And for our needs, mail order is a significant source of the materials we need. But if you can, make your purchases at the hobby shop. all right? Your radio systems, your motors, your batteries. Support those guys or they're going to go away. So that's just a word to the wise. But just to bring it all back home, we got a raffle going down now. I believe we've closed out for tickets. And we've made nearly $1,000 in the last 2 days by your purchases and, if you will, your support of this hobby. So I applaud you. This has been a financial success. Administratively, I believe it's been a success. The weather's been great. And a big round for the Navy in their cooperation.
Last but not least, Sunday afternoon was the second round of the subcommittee raffle. Everybody who bought a ticket had a chance to win, and many did. The subcommittee thanks these manufacturers and distributors for their donations. Airtronics, BAD Models, Blue Water Navy, Burl Burlingame, Combat Models, Copeland Models, D&D Miniatures, DeBoer Hulls, Deep Sea Designs, Dumas, Floating Dry Dock, Futaba Electronics, Glencoe Models, High Tech, Lunar Models, Manta Subs, Model Control Devices, Revell, Sanders Ocean Engineering, The Scale Shipyard, Ships and Things, Subtech Electronics, Taubman Plan Service, Tower Hobbies, and Vantech. That's it for SubRegatta 93. See you next year.